If you've clicked on this video, there's a very good chance that you are somebody who wants to quit alcohol, or if you can get away with it, you'd like to control your alcohol consumption. Am I right? Because let's be honest, completely eliminating alcohol from your life probably seems to you like it's unthinkable, unbearable, because that would mean no more exciting nights out, possibly losing friends, a change in your daily routines, definitely your weekly routines. And let's be honest, for me, that was a very daunting thing to have to think about in the early stages. The reason I've made this video is because I've used Bradley Cooper's tactic on getting sober without actually realizing it. I've only just recently stumbled across his story on how he quit alcohol and become a successful Hollywood actor. So I put this video together because if it worked for me, it's definitely going to work for you. Bradley Cooper is one of the most established, renowned Hollywood actors of all time. So you probably didn't know this fact, but he actually starred in an episode of Sex and the City in the early stages of his career. But after this, he was a struggling Hollywood actor who didn't land his first big role until he quit alcohol 6 years later. Bradley Cooper mentioned a story of his drinking days, and you might have done something similar to this, where he had friends over in his house and he actually smashed his head on the floor to prove to everyone how tough he was. And when his head started bleeding, he actually smashed his head on the floor again, and he spent the rest of the night in the hospital. Now, you and Bradley might be more similar than you actually think. Therefore, the rest of this video could actually be life-changing for you. Now, you're similar because you both had an issue or have an issue with alcohol, and you know deep down it's holding you back from reaching your full potential in life. That is why you've clicked on this video. Now, when I actually quit alcohol 4.5 years ago, I did actually have a little bit of success. After 2 years, I started my first online business and it was successful. I actually earned more money in 3 months than I did when I lived in the UK in a full year of working as an electrician. So pretty small comparison compared to Bradley Cooper. But the point I'm trying to make to you is you can do the same. If you just quit alcohol for long enough, you will start to see the benefits of sobriety. But it doesn't come straight away. As Bradley Cooper has shown us, he quit alcohol 6 years before his first major starring role in the film The Hangover. No pun intended, and no pun intended for him either. Now, this doesn't mean that it's going to take you 6 years to drastically see changes in your life. Now, I've actually made a video on a separate topic. It is the short-term benefits of quitting alcohol. So I'll leave that link in the description for you, but back to the video. I want to ask you a question. What would you do if you could wake up without having hangovers ever again? Do you think you would show up to life better? Do you think you'd have more time to work on that business? Would your wife be happier with you? Would you be able to spend more time with your kids? Would you have more financial freedom? And more importantly, time freedom. Can you imagine waking up early every single day, attacking the day, getting that workout in? No brain fog, no anxiety, no feeling depressed. Just 100% every single day. Can you imagine that version of you? Now, all of these things can become a reality. Now, I'm not saying you're going to land a major role in a Hollywood film. I'm not saying you're going to be a millionaire in a year. But what I am saying to you is if you commit to long enough, not just 1 month when you've got dry January or sober October, if you can commit and remain sober for long enough, you will start to reap the benefits. I promise you. Now, I know what you're going to say. You're going to say, Ben, at the start of this video, you mentioned controlling alcohol. And so far, you've only talked about quitting alcohol. I know, you're right, I did. I did say controlling alcohol. But I want to put this to you. Now, I know you're worried if you quit alcohol, you're going to lose your routine, all the things that you find fun, which is like going out on the weekend, going to the pub, going to the football, drinking with your mates, going to house parties, going to nightclubs, going on holiday. How can you ever go on holiday with the lads and not drink? Unthinkable. And what about going to that wedding that you really don't want to go to, but you have to go to, and you have to spend all day sober? Let me put this to you. Wouldn't it just be easier if, instead of trying to control your drinking, so picture this now. It's Friday night. You've told your girlfriend or your wife, your boyfriend or your husband, okay, I'm just going to go out tonight with my friends. This time it will be different. I'm not going to stay out late and I'm not going to drink too much. Does this sound familiar? I'm only going to have like maybe 2 or 3 drinks and just have a laugh with my friends. I won't do any drugs and I promise I'll be home early. Now, you go out, you have 1 drink, it's only like 7 p.m. Now you've had 3 drinks and it's like 8:30, 9 p.m. The night starts kicking off, the music is playing, people are going here, more people are coming out. But you've made this promise that you're going to go home early because you're going to control your drinking this time. Now, how hard is it going to be able to peel yourself away from this? Wouldn't it just be more easier and make more sense if you didn't have to pick your drinking days throughout the year? So say you're going to drink like once every month. You've got 12 times you can drink. When you start going out drinking, then it's just easier to go out the next week and drink. But now you've got this baggage, just like, oh, my friends are going to go out. You're like fighting this thing of not being able to go out because you said you're going to control drinking. Now to the topic of losing friends. Maybe you will lose some friends, but is this a bad thing? Now, from my own experience, I can tell you it's just been a good thing. Now, I'm not saying the people in my life that I'm not friends with anymore, we had this massive argument and we don't speak anymore. It's just that we don't have anything in common. The only thing that we had in common in the past was going to the pub, going to house parties, getting bags of cocaine. That just doesn't seem fun anymore. Wouldn't it just make more sense to just stop drinking, feel good every single day, have more money, have a better body, feel better about yourself, have your family happier with you, and then just wait and see who in your life is actually going to really support you, who's actually there for you and not just someone to go out and drink with. Wouldn't it be better just to let the people who are not meant to be in your life fall off, making more space for better people who want to do more constructive, positive things with you? I want you to think about that, because that's what's happened for me. That's what's happened for Bradley Cooper. Bradley Cooper is 20 years sober. He's 20 years sober. He looks great. He must be, what, almost 50? He still looks good, very good. He's still landing big roles. He's got all the money he wants. He's sober. He seems pretty happy. I don't know him personally. Take me, for instance, far from the success of Bradley Cooper. But, I mean, I'm 35. I'm in pretty good shape. I get to do what I want to do every single day. I've only lost the day maybe a handful of times in the last 4.5 years. I have a to-do list every single day where I have 3 things I need to do which are going to push me further to my goals. Now, when you're waking up at 5 a.m. or in the 5 a.m. club, it is much easier to achieve them goals. If I went out drinking on the weekend and I woke up Saturday morning at 10 a.m. because I stayed out till 2 a.m., how's that going to carry on till Sunday? It's going to make me wake up later on a Sunday. It's going to make me have less energy. I haven't done my washing. I haven't got my week prepared for Monday. I wake up Monday, I'm still feeling groggy and foggy. I've spent loads of money. I might have argued with people. I don't have much energy. I feel guilty because I haven't eaten properly. I didn't train. I didn't do my to-do list. But if I just stop drinking, all that goes away. All them problems go away. I don't have them problems anymore. The only problem I have is, how am I going to achieve this big goal? Wouldn't it be easier to have our mind on a higher image than a lower concern? Let me repeat that. Wouldn't it be easier and better if our brains were on a higher image, like getting that new house, being able to quit our job, building our business bigger, rather than a lower concern like a hangover or an argument that we had with someone in the pub? You get to choose your struggles in life. Wouldn't you rather choose a bigger struggle, which is going to benefit you, than have your focus on a lower struggle? Think about that. So I'm going to do a separate video on controlling alcohol and is it really worth it? Because I just think personally, if you're always going to be thinking to yourself, okay, how am I going to control this? It's always a problem on your mind. If you just quit, you learn to be sober, you learn to socialize sober, life's just better, you make better friends, you find new hobbies. I don't even think about drinking anymore. Why would I bother drinking anymore? So if you haven't subscribed already, please subscribe. But if you don't want to subscribe, I've left a video course below for you, 22 videos long on how to get sober. And yeah, so thanks for watching and I'll see you in the next one.